Hello everyone, this is Daily Developing, and today we're continuing our Python tutorial. So without further ado, let's jump right in. I want to go over what's called a for loop today. So let me show you what for loop is. Let's say we want to print, let's say from 0 to 4. So you might be thinking, okay, we have to do this, right? 1, 3, 4. And then you just have to run this. All right, there you go. Okay, but what about if I say, we have to print from 0 to like 1,000, right? Or let's say we need to do something 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times. You can't just copy paste and do this 1,000,000 lines of code, right? So how would you approach this problem? And the way you want to do it is you want to use what's called a for loop. Now you write for. Now you have to write I or J, or you can call it anything, but the most common ones are I or J. And then in range. So here you have to kind of give it a range. Let's say 0 to 4, and then print I. So right now, if we run this, it printed. 0 to 5. As you see, print from 0 to 4. So how does this work? It takes this range from 0 to 5 and does it, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you have to be careful. So even though we put 5 here, it's not going to do 5. It's going to go up to 4. So it does one less than what we put here. Okay, so, and that's how you print it. So now, for example, if we want to print 1,000 numbers, that's no big deal. All we have to do is just change this one number. Now there you go. It goes from 0 to 999, and then if we put 1,001, it's gonna go all the way to 1,000. So if there is something that you want to do 1,000 times, that's how you do it. And if we put here, let's say instead of I, hello world, right? This will print hello world 1,000 times. Now, that is good, but what if I want to only print even numbers? In this case, this guy prints it all from 0 to 1,000. But what if I only want even numbers or only want odd numbers? How do I do this? So the range has a third parameter. So we do the start, the end, and then if you want to do, you can also do the step. So when do you, what are the steps? If you put 2, that means give me every second one. So you're saying start from 0, skip 1, and go there with 2. Skip 3 and go to 4. So now if we run this, as you see, that's how it started. 0, skipped 1 to 2, right? It keeps skipping 1. That's how we went all the way to 1,000 in here. Okay. So we could do let's just say if we only want odd numbers, we need to start from 1. Now it's going to give us all the odd numbers. Why? Because 1 is going to skip 2. We started from 1. Now we skip 2 and we go to 3. We skip 4 and we go to 5. Skip 6 and go to 7. And we keep skipping. We could do every third number. So in this case, what happens is 1, and let's start with 0, for example. So here you see, okay, 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, so on, so forth. One more way that you could see how some people might choose only even numbers is they might use a modulus symbol. So for example, they can say if, but let's first run this. So if we run this, it prints all the numbers from 0 to 20, right? But we want only even numbers. How do we do this? We can put if I percentage symbol 2 equals to 0, only then print it. Okay, now it's only going to give us an even numbers. Why? Because what numbers are divisible by 2? So what is this percent symbol 2 means is what is the remainder? If the remainder is 0, that means we're essentially saying if I is divisible by 2, print it. And what numbers are divisible by 2? Correct. Only even numbers are divisible by 2. And for example, if we want the odd numbers, we just have to change it to 1. So what number divided by 2 will give you a 1 as a remainder? Well, odd numbers. So now, as you see, only odd numbers are here. And one last operation that I will teach you for the for loops is the break. So for example, this goes from 1 to 19. But what if you want to stop in the middle? Let's say you want to stop at 11. You could do something like if I equals 11, break. And that will stop the loop, right? So for example, here let's print loop ended. 11, and after that the loop breaks and it runs this guy here. So without it, it prints all the way to 0 to 20. It goes all the way to 20 and only then it ends. But if you want to finish it sooner, you can use break. And as you see, break has the ability to finish something sooner. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please put thumbs up and like. Now, if you have any questions on what could be one of the practical uses of for loop, don't worry about it. We're gonna go over it in next tutorials. You'll see just how useful can a for loop be. And meanwhile, see you next time.